what's up guys, welcome back to the channel, back again here with another video, and today we're doing a gameplay on Samurai Wars. This is a accurate, historic simulator, kind of like Total War, but just a little more scaled down version for Android. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this game, so we're going to just play. I just want to explain the layout of this game. So you have different maps, and basically you can do sandbox mode, you can go play against people, so that's what we're going to do today, and you can pick your own map. So I kind of just want to explain real quick what we're going to do here today. So this is called the Infantry Only Challenge. So from what I've heard and from what I've understood, I've seen a lot of these videos on battle simulators where you can only use infantries. And of course, in this game, you have different units. You have your over here, let's see, you have your artillery, you have your archers, you have your cavalry, you have several different units. But particularly in this game challenge, so to speak, we're going to be doing a infantry only challenge. So like I said, I'm just going to explain the rules. Okay, so you can use as many infantry units as you want, and only infantry units, meaning you can only use your dudes with your muskets. You can only use infantry regiments with the muskets. You can use as many as you want, and once you've placed the units, and once they're in place, and once the battle is started, you can't add any more units unless the only exceptions for you being able to add units on the battlefield is if a unit is either breaking or retreating. If they're completely broken and they are retreating, you can then pull up more reinforcements, since it's unlimited and you can only use infantry. So that should make things very, very interesting, and I am personally very fond of infantry wars. And we're going to be doing this old school way. We're going to be using European tactics, so we're going to just be going at it. So I don't know what the enemy's going to do. Once I place my troops, I'm going to know what the enemy setup is, what the enemy's layout is. So I'm just going to place a couple of my troops in the trees. I'm probably going to double rank them because I don't know how large of a force the enemy is throwing at me. That's kind of one of the downsides. You can either overcalculate or undercalculate, and if you always want to have more forces than the other opponent, of course. So I'm just placing my troops right now, just getting just the best way that I know how. And like I said, I want to kind of stick to the trees for now, and because that's the best place of cover. And then I'm just gonna organize these guys, and then we're gonna see the layouts. And again, like I said, I don't know what the enemy's layout looks like, so we're about to see that in a minute. So I'm just gonna finish laying these guys out. Alright guys, and we're back. Here is the final layout. Like I said, I don't know what the enemy looks like, but here's my layout. Right here by the trees, you can see I have double columns of men by the trees. We have a lot of good cover there, so that's going to be kind of the main point in the center. The right, I only have 2 divisions because I don't know why, but like I said, I can't put any more unless they break, and I can bring up reinforcements. I have in the rear, I have 2 more columns, and then I have my reserve in case they break through my both barricades. And then I have the reserve there to finish them off. And I see that the enemy has more than 1 rank. He has like a good amount of men out there. They don't look too... Oh, is he moving? Is he moving his troops? What is he doing? Like I said, this is live, and his troops are kind of spread out, but they're... I think by the time he... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do. He's moving some of his guys up, so they can... be more accessible and ready to fill in the ranks, fill in the units when the firing starts. So yeah, he's got a good amount of troops, but like I said, they look a little spread out. They're not in tight formations as I have my units. But then again, each to its own, and each person has their own strategies and how they do what they want to do. So we're gonna let this battle get started. You guys kind of heard the rules and how everything plays earlier. So we're just gonna wait and see. I'm playing on the defensive. That's how I always play, on the defensive. Rarely I do the offensives. Very rare. Okay, is he pulling? a troop. Okay, no, he's pulling back. Like I said, yeah, and those troops over there were accident. He placed those by mistake. So let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, he's taking the initial. He's pulling some troops up. Gonna try to break my left flank. I have 2 units, and of course they're beginning to fire. Oh yeah, they're starting to. I don't know why. I think he's clearly trying to break my right flank because it's the weakest. But again, like I said, I can't really do anything at the moment until they either break. What I might end up doing is trying to. He's pulling some of his troops on the far center to assist the breaking. Yeah, they're starting to run already. But like I said, I can't do anything at the moment. If they do break, then I'll have to pull some troops from the center, not the reserve, but from the center to assist the left flank. And he is bringing some of his troops in. He's mashing them up together, which is, in my opinion, not the best tactic to do. But again, this is the infantry only challenge, so you can only use infantry, no cavalry or anything. So it appears that he's just mashing units together to try to he's trying to break my left, because my left is the weakest point in my line. But right now my boys are holding strong. My men are holding strong on the left, despite overwhelming odds, and he's trying to break that line. But again, his troops are kind of they're still holding, but my boys are holding strong. So right now, not much action in the center or the right. Again, he's still pushing to the left, but by the time, sadly, he should have had his troops a little more forward, because by the time they get there, the previous line is already retreating, and that does not give him enough time to organize his troops. They're starting to get a little scrambled over there in the center, as you can see. But I think he broke to one of our regiments. So, but we're still holding strong. That left regiment's still holding strong. Let's see, what is he doing now? Again, like, I'm not moving at all. I'm going to stay on the defensive. And he's coming on the offensive. So right now we're still holding strong. I'm going to go and pull some of my units from the center, hopefully, if I can. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to start pulling maybe 2 right here to assist the right. Probably do 2 or 3, and then put one right there behind on the right to try to assist. But right now we're holding strong. I think 2. I'll do 4 just to be on the safe side, because the center is really doing okay right now. I can always pull some reserves if needed to assist the center. But right now the regiments are holding strong, and he's still trying to break my right flank. I'm sorry, did I say left? I'm sorry, my right flank. And he's trying to bring up his previous regiments that have fallen to try to break the right. But sadly, there's a lot of casualties. He's losing a lot of men, and I've only lost 1 unit on the far right side. Excuse me for saying the left side earlier, the right side. But yeah, there's a little bit of chaos going on. His lines are getting kind of bunched up over there in the far left center. But he's determined. I will give him that. He is determined to break my right flank. And here's what I think is going to happen. If he breaks my right flank, I don't think he's going to go for the center, because I have double ranks there in the center. So he can either break my far right flank and either curve around and attack my far left flank, and then flank me from the rear on my left flank. But I have the reserve there, and they're strong. I think double or triple ranked, I don't remember, but he's pulling half of his unit to try and break my right flank. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier, that if he would have had his units slightly more organized, slightly tighter together, then he probably would have caused a bit more damage to my right flank. But right now he is bringing up a good amount of support. But like I said, my boys on the right are holding strong. They are not breaking. I think by the time each unit comes up, 2 more are fleeing away. So that's good on our side. That means we're keeping a good constant fire on the enemy. And as you can tell, he's already used about almost a little less than half of his units trying to break. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my reserve on the right. Try to break that center up a little bit. See if he can just get some order. See, now he's got his troops bunched up, which I guess is effective, but see, now half of his units, those units that I just brought up, have now turned and broken and are retreating. Sadly, like I said, yeah, that's gonna break soon. So yeah, one of my units is just retreating right now, so they broke one of my units, but that's fine. They're still in the game. They're still fighting. Oop, did not mean to pull them forward. Accident. See all those big old, just a big old spot of bodies. All that's just a bunch of the enemy. So we're holding strong on the right. I don't know why he's not attacking the center, but he has good reason to. Let's see what he's going to do now. Okay, he's bringing some more troops in because he can do that. That's fine. That's part of the rules. You can bring in. He's got a lot of guys retreating, so. It's good that he is bringing these, oh, he brought some, okay, yeah, that was an accident. He's bringing in, it looks like he's bringing up some more infantry. I don't know if he's going to go for the center or he's going to try to hit the right again, but we'll see. If he does try to go for the, okay, I think he's going to go for the right again, but I think what he's going to try to do is, okay, I think he's going to start lining up his troops and try to get a better flanking position. He's going to try to get them all bunched together instead of just throwing them all at once. And I think I'm okay right now. I'm not going to do any changes. I'm going to just stand strong and try to hold off as long as I can. But we're doing really, really good. We're having little to no casualties on the far right flank. So I think we're doing okay. We're doing pretty good. I'm going to move this guy up a little bit. And, okay, he's doing pretty good. He's, like I said, he's not going towards the center because that's my strongest point at the moment. Of course, the strongest position is the final line of reserve. I have double ranks. I think triple, I don't remember. But, if they do get through my left flank, right flank, and somehow manage to break through the center flank, then I still have my reserve, and they are standing strong and ready to not let anybody get through that line. So we will hold, and like I said, this is looks a bit more organized. He's going a bit more towards the center, it appears to be. He's going to try to break my far right again. I'm going to give this guy, this player, courage. He's got guts. He's determined. He's determined. I'll give him that. Probably not. Okay. Now he's starting to go towards the center a bit. I was wondering when he was going to start to attack my center. I just don't feel like I'm in the best position to move. Like, I'm very fortified. I have my troops set. It's not convenient for me to try to move and attack right now. Like, I'm determined to stay on the defensive as much as possible. I'm not going to let the enemy draw me out into an engagement, which is what I think he was trying to do earlier when trying to break my left flank, because if he was trying to break my left flank, I would have to either bring troops from the center or from my right flank to repel the left. So like I said, he's going towards my center, and it looks like he's going all forces forward. But again, we have double ranks, and again, his troops are moving slightly slow, so by the time all of his troops are in line and in place and ready to fire, we're already killing 2, 3, maybe thousands of them, and they're already retreating. But again, like I said, I admire this player's guts. He's got guts to do a full-on assault. So he's just trying to send as many numbers, as many guys as possible, try to break my center. But my center is not breaking. We are standing strong. And the enemy is seeming to be in confusion now. They're in chaos. But still, okay, we have a few okay. They're seeming, okay, it looks like they're breaking on my far left. We have one more regiment on the far left. But it's not of importance at the moment. The main important is that the far right does not break. And it appears to be holding beautifully well. We're not showing any signs of retreat or lack of men, a couple casualties, but the center is holding strong as he's just sending these few rows of men. And I don't know why he's not sending. Okay, he's sending some guys over to repel the right to finish off that okay, he's going to attack. He's attacking my he's attacking my left. Okay, that's not bad, but even if they do make it to the reserve and that unit retreats, I have my reserve ready to finish these small units of men off. I'm gonna bring in a little bit of my boys from the center to try and repel, because we don't want them going and breaking the lines of the strong reserve that we have. We don't want that, so we're gonna chase them. And we're gonna have a little collision right here, but we want to stop this. These men from, okay, so they're gonna start firing. So even if they do have a collision, it's the line will hold. Looks like they're chasing the unit, but yeah, we got them. They're running. The rear is supporting. So I don't have any troops on my center or my right flank anymore, but that doesn't seem to be a problem because the center, I'm sorry, the far right is holding beautifully against all odds, and I don't understand why he's not bringing up more support, but he looks like he's going for another attack. Again, he's gonna do probably the same tactic, all forces forward, but again, like I said earlier, I'm gonna try to stay on the defensive as much as possible, and he's just scrambling his troops in no particular order, like I said, and my units are way past enemy lines. They're determined to get those guys, but like I said, if you don't have your troops in order, it's going to be a massive war. It's going to be a slaughter. There's going to be confusion. Like, as you can see now, the enemy's units are in just utter confusion and chaos. Don't know what to do. Don't know where to go. They're just, small pockets of men. Okay, now it looks like they're going for a charge. They're going to try to break my right flank, but they don't have full regiments of men. They have just little pockets of men. So I think we'll be able to hold against this attack. I'm still not going to break my ranks. I'm not going to break my units. If it breaks, like I said, our final hope would be the reserve, and that will be the saving grace, so to speak, the saving hope of my regiment, of my army, so to speak. Sorry. Wow, I'm sorry, this is getting intense. I'm not gonna move, I'm not gonna bend, I'm not gonna bow, I'm gonna stand firm. And I'm gonna continue to fight. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, we're doing fantastic. We're doing really good. We're doing pretty good. The line's not breaking, having a couple of units retreating a bit, but again, nothing too severe that the right can't handle, but he's got a couple of full units that he's going to try. Okay, yeah, he's going full forces forward. He's going to try to get on break all my units, but again, like I said, if that far right does break, and they do end up retreating, but the last line of defense would be the reserve, and the reserve is very well protected, and I do not believe that it will break, because the enemy's army is, like I said, not fully fleshed units. They've been tattered, they've been worn, so it's just little pockets of men. And you can see we already have 3, 4, 5 units retreating. So this, like I said, the far right is holding very, very, very well, but I don't think they'll be able to hold for long. I'm just going to hold out as long as I can. My far right is not going to hold for much longer. Although we're having a couple of retreats. I believe that this final wave will probably break my far right flank, and I will need to, I'm gonna have to retreat, but I will not make a change to my reserve. Right now we're holding beautifully strong. We're not showing any signs of damage or bending. Looks like they're going against the center. Right now we're holding really well. We're doing pretty good. But eventually I think that line will break, and once they start chasing us into the retreat, which it looks like they're doing now, a couple of units are trying to break us. We have the reserve right here ready to fire. They're starting to chase us. Okay, yeah, the reserves doing really good. And okay, now for some reason he's pulling to the right. I think he's going to try to engage my reserve, but he's just, okay, yeah, we're doing good. By the time they get there, this whole little pocket is going to be yeah. We're doing really good. We're doing fantastic. I still have a couple of troops on the right that are still holding strong, but my reserve is not going to break. It's not going to break. No matter what, it's not going to break. Beautiful work by the reserve units here. I think it was a good call to make these double ranked. That way, oh yeah, beautiful, and they're still holding up. So the center and the far right have broken, but the far left is standing very strong, and the reserve as well. So we're doing beautifully well. If I were him, I would start bringing up fresh units to try to break my reserve. But it looks like he's still trying to go for the far right. He's going to try to break that final unit of right. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. He's bringing up fresh troops to break my right, but again, if it breaks, it breaks. It's really not a loss. We will lose men, but at the end of the day, if the reserve falls, then we all fall. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I'm doing this kind of late for you guys, but I'm sorry. Like I said, I wasn't able to upload because my storage wasn't letting me edit the videos, so I was able to get that fixed. So we're good to go now. Like I said, okay, he's bringing up, and I'm going to bring up this unit right here over to, I'm not going to move anybody from the reserve. I'm just going to continue to stand strong right here. One thing about me is I always try to go on the defensive if I can, instead of offense, because the offense sometimes is a lot more casualties, you can see. From the enemy's position, but he's still bringing up units of men to try to break my right, which I think he's going to do in a few minutes, where it's starting to have a couple of units start to fall back. But again, like I said, this is of no loss to us, because the reserve is the strongest part. They may break the left, they may break the right, they may break the center, but we shall stand strong. And this is a really pretty good move, I'm not gonna lie. Although he's losing thousands and thousands of men, he's still determined to break my right, and I think he's going to do this in a few minutes. He's still bringing up units and units and units of men. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's just archer dude. Yeah, we agreed that if we accidentally put archer dude or artillery or anything, we wouldn't use it. And you can't just throw him out there because it's the infantry only. Only use infantry. He's still using his remaining forces, but I do believe my right flank might break eventually because we're starting to get a bit overwhelmed, but we're still standing strong. Again, like I mentioned, this is a no loss to us because we still have our reserve, and the reserve is the strongest part at the moment. And I think with this final push, he might actually break our line. We have 3 more units. 3 more, units on the far right that are still engaging strongly against overwhelming odds. But we're doing fantastic. We're doing fantastic. I'm so proud of these boys. They're holding up despite thousands of casualties that they're taking. These 3 little regiments, sadly, will break soon, but they're putting up a heck of a fight. They are putting up a heck of a fight, and so that is fantastic. Okay, 2 of them just broke, and they're retreating to the reserve, to the rear, which is, you have to have a reserve to protect the retreat as well. And the final regiment is about to break. And once that breaks, I believe they're going to go for the reserve, the center. But we will hold, and we shall not break. For if they break our allies, they will go over the hill and capture the city, and we do not want that. We need to stand at all costs. And like I said, there's a real lack of organization on the enemy side, and okay, the last unit just broke. The question is, what will it do now? Will it organize and do a coordinated attack, or will it just do all forces forward again like he did earlier and more casualties? Okay, he's kind of organizing himself a bit. But again, I'm not going to move. It is not convenient for us to move. So yeah, he's moving all of his troops forward, but we're going to stand. We're not going to break. We will not break. We're a greater force. They're just half little pieces of men, little regiments, little units of half of a regiment. So I don't think we're going to be breaking anytime soon. We might take some casualties, but we're not going to break. We shall not break. Yeah, like I said, units are a bit slow in this game, which is why I'm not a fan of playing on the offensive side. If I'm using probably cavalry or mounted musketry or spirited cavalry or samurai cavalry, then yes, I'll do the offensive. But otherwise, if I'm using any other unit, I generally do not play on the offensive. I generally always play on the defensive. Although, the archers are very, very, very accurate. Okay, they're all breaking, they're retreating. And he should bring up more units now, but I don't know what he's going to do. If this is it, or he's going to push for another attack. But, excuse me, I'm sorry. The archers are a lot more faster reloading than musketry, but the muskets are more effective. Okay, it looks like this rally's about done, this battle's about done, because he's just bringing up little strands of men that will soon break and crack. So, yeah, we're gonna win this. I know it. They're not gonna break. So, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.